took you long enough, huh? It got pretty crazy back there, right? Like, brain monsters.
Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with another review. This week, I binge-watched the first season of Resident Evil. And this 2022 show stars Ella Balinska, Lance Reddick, and Paula Nune, among others, of course. The story of this show actually has two different storylines. One is in 2022, and it follows this pharmaceutical company called Umbrella as they try to create a drug for happiness. However, there are some side effects that they are trying to cover up, such as zombification is what I'll call it. And then the other storyline is 2036, when the world has been destroyed, and it's about this woman who has to kind of survive and study these zombies and figure out what's going on. But what will happen exactly? Well, you have to watch the movie and find out. Alright, so let's discuss this TV show. Well, before I begin, I want to tell you I did watch all 8 episodes. It was quite hard to get through some of them for sure. For me, I thought the first 4 were so bad it's good, and then number 5 and 6 were kind of on that same wavelength. But then the last 2 episodes just kind of threw everything out the window with clones and everything else. That really kind of just brought it all down. So even if it was so bad it was good, its ending just kind of throws away any goodwill that you might have towards it. I know other YouTubers probably are having a field day on this one, especially the reactionary YouTubers, but I don't know, I thought as a non-reactionary, I could give something of an opinion and at least contribute to the conversation. So, I don't know, if you like this, hit the thumbs up. So what else can I say? Well, I did like some of the characters. They have this corporate businessman umbrella guy in the first 4 episodes that I thought was quite funny, so I did enjoy his character. I think the main character in the 2036 storyline was actually enjoyable. I enjoyed watching her kind of run around and fight these zombies. In the 2022 storyline, I didn't enjoy it as much, but they have this character that's just like Billie Eilish. I've never seen that before, where they take a superstar's image and just paste it onto a character. I did enjoy that. I thought that was pretty unique. They even play Billie Eilish songs when the character's around. I think the character is even called Billie as well. So it's just this strange kind of unique thing that they throw in there that, I don't know, gave it this curiosity of the modern age to me. Other than that, I did think the CGI was good. I enjoyed kind of watching all the zombies run around, and they have big creatures as well. I enjoyed that. Definitely kind of very realistic, or at least, realistic as much as you can in a zombie movie. And so yeah, the CGI was good. Ultimately, when it comes down to it, this show is about family.
It's about family, and that's what's so powerful about it.
So it has this weird kind of family theme to it. What is a family? And they have a bunch of characters with, families. And they have the main family, and it's very strange. It's one father and then 2 teenage daughters, but the father made the 2 teenage daughters. He got some eggs and did it through surrogacy. So it's very kind of an interesting question. Could a man just be I want 2 children and do this through surrogacy? And so that's just an interesting thing. What is a family that way? So very interesting. And that brings me to what doesn't work with this one. Well, it's the writing, for sure. Not necessarily the story, even though lots of the story is kind of nonsensical at certain points, but the dialogue. The dialogue is so nonsensical. Characters are just saying sentences back and forth, and they're not even related. I actually had to keep watching at some points just to see how bad it was getting, and it gets pretty bad, I'll say that. And they even have one episode, I think it takes place all in the 2022 storyline, where one character is grounded or something, so they just call them and FaceTime them and then carry their camera or their cell phone around the whole episode as if it's a character, and they talk to it. It's just really strange, really kind of funny. I'll clip it in here for you.
Sisters,
And it gets a lot worse than that. So just know the dialogue is pretty bad. Also, there is this one storyline that features these 2 teenage girls, and it turns into a teenage melodrama, which is not like my particular cup of tea anymore. I don't really watch that type of show. I know there's lots out there. There's Euphoria, Riverdale. I just think the writing is pretty bad, as well as the characters themselves are like, backstabbing each other, teenagers. And so that's just something I wasn't really into. I can see if they're trying for that teenage audience. Yeah, sure. They might like it, but then there's a lot of other things that go into it that I don't think they would like. So I don't know. It's a very kind of strange show. And lastly, by the end, it just stops making sense. All the storylines are a big mess, including this part.
Evelyn?
Beautiful 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was.
So yeah, the stories don't even try to make sense in the end. They do leave some questions unanswered. So if you are looking for answers to the questions that they kind of raise in the show, you'll have to wait till season 2. But I don't know if a lot of people will get there. I can't imagine a lot of people would. So yeah, maybe stay away from this one. So who would I recommend this show for? Well, I don't think I can recommend it in any good faith. And you know me, like I like bad things. I was having quite a bit of fun in the first, 4 episodes, 5 episodes. But ultimately, I don't think I could really recommend it. As for rating, I gotta give it the risky score of 2 because it's a big risk if you decide to press play. And with that being said, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.